Okay, we are back here once again with head women's volleyball coach Korey Schroeder. Coach, first serve of 2026, just a few days away here. What does the offseason kind of look like for you guys with the new additions to both your staff and then, of course, the roster on the court?
Yeah, well, it's good to be back. Excited to finally play someone else. The addition here of getting the extra week of training this year has been awesome. Feel more prepared going into our first match than maybe previous years, but it also has been a lot of training with just us, and so get to go play another opponent again. Yeah, additions in the off season have been fantastic. Talking about the staff. Always hard when people move on. Kristen and Jason did a phenomenal job here and helped us be where we are as a program. And so tough to see them leave. And it took a while to fill those positions, but we want to make sure that we brought in the right people, and certainly think that we did. And Keith and Jeff, when you get people moving on is tough, but it also creates new opportunities for us. And so Keith and Jeff have brought fresh new perspectives and have incredible experiences from their past positions. So, Keith has been really good on the technical side, and then also helping train our setters. He was a setter, has been around some good setting coaches, and so he's taken that and is just running with it. So, been a great addition. And then Jeff with he's a head coach for a really long time and is in the Canadian national pipeline, and so has some great connections and knowledge from up there, and has been around some phenomenal coaching and phenomenal athletes. And so he's been able to come in and take on a lot and see it from a head coach's perspective. So that's been a great add for us as well. And then you could really throw Cassie into that as well. Has moved into a recruiting coordinator role. And has taken on more, and she's crushing it there as well. So really excited about the dynamic of our staff. I think all of us are really good at challenging each other, and then also listening to each other's feedback. And so we've made some great strides already in the first month. As far as the team goes, there's a lot of new faces between spring transfer portal, winter transfer portal, and freshmen. And so we had 5 newcomers back in January that have been able to be training with us for the past 8 months. And we had, I think it was 4 more transfers that joined us this summer, and then a freshman. And so a lot of them you're going to see out on the floor with that many coming in. You'd anticipate that you'd see them out there, but a lot of them I think are going to be impact players for us. But I think beyond that, what a lot of them bring are experience being successful on a court. And winning championships. You look at Chris, was a D2 national champion last year, and we've really encouraged her to lean into those experiences. She has a lot of value. She's done something that nobody else in our gym has done with winning that national championship. Cambry won a conference championship in the Mountain West a few years ago. So we have a lot of people that have accomplished a lot. And so it's been a lot of fun to take those people and, hey, how can we utilize you the best? And lean on your experiences to put ourselves in the best position to succeed this year.
Yeah, certainly a lot of new faces. We'll touch on a couple of them here a little bit. Pac-12 volleyball preseason announcement went out this morning. Cougs picked to finish 5th, and then 3 named to the preseason conference impact list, including those couple of incomers, libero Cambry Rodriguez and middle blocker Krista Mormon to go along with our returning outside hitter Eliana Tia. What are kind of some of your expectations for this season with this new group?
Yeah, I think pretty early on, I'd say even going back to summer camps, it's tough because we don't get to work with them in the summer. And so they're here in June and July, and they're doing workouts with their strength coach, and they're doing open gyms, but we don't get to see those. And so it's hard to fully know what to expect on the court with as many newcomers as we had. But I'd say working summer camps with them, you could just feel that there is something special about this group. And, without us even being involved, they had created really strong relationships and connections in a very short amount of time. And so I had kind of felt coming out of our summer camps that this was a group that we were going to be able to probably push a little bit more because they want it to be great. And be able to push them in a healthy way, and knowing like, hey, coach is giving me feedback here because they know that we're capable of more. And that's exactly what we've kind of gotten, some really healthy conversations with athletes and as an entire team of, hey, we need to be better at these things, and then them going and getting better at them now, which has been really cool. Of, hey, we work on a thing in a position training, and then we go and execute it in our 6-on-6. So that's been pretty awesome. One thing that we came up with pretty early on, I think it was day 3 or 4, we were set a goal of creating a shared vision and mission for the season. And ours is be special in pursuit of a Pac-12 championship. And that special, it's an acronym in there that means something to us personally that we try to live out every day. And I do think this is a pretty special group, not just because of what they're capable of doing in volleyball, but with their relationships with each other, the relationships with our staff, always trying to bring in kind individuals. And so I think they've made an impact in our department already with the respect that they have for all of our support staff. But it's also a group of competitors. So trying to find that balance of, people that are really, kind and caring, but also competitive and want to go win. And I think we have that group in the gym with us.
Looking forward to this weekend a little bit, hosting the Cougar Invitational. Season starts Friday. Three home matches for us and a couple neutral matches. Has it been a priority of yours to bring back a non-conference tournament to Bohler?
Yeah, I think that's something that we've heard from fans, and it's something that I was trying to do is get more home matches here. Those first couple of years was tough. That first year, kind of getting into it late with scheduling. But yeah, now we were able to get teams back here. We got 5 non-conference home matches, which is a really big deal. I know it's huge for our students and our fans, season ticket holders, to be able to see more games. But it's also huge for our team to be at Bohler more. We know what an incredible environment Bohler is, and it's a huge home court advantage. And so being able to play more matches here is a really big deal. And I'd say in general, our non-conference schedule, we're able to just not travel as much. I think with the Pac-12 schedule, we're going to be traveling a little bit more than we did in the WCC and the previous Pac-12. And so trying to the best of our ability, minimize how much we're on the road and how long of trips we're taking in our non-conference, so that we're rested up come time for Pac-12 play. But yeah, very excited to be back in Bohler for a lot of our players, most of our players. This will be their first experience with it, of the full crowd and the band playing. So yeah, excited for Friday to have that first match here in Bohler.
Touching on that comfort, being at home, the atmosphere, what do you kind of expect to see with the atmosphere, and can it kind of maybe serve as maybe some momentum early on with it kind of being event with the RV lot, with the tailgating and all these things kind of combining into one big weekend event?
Yeah, I mean, I think our marketing and admin have done a great job of being advocates for us as well, and trying to get people out here. We saw it as a bit of an opportunity with football not being home until September 19th for us to kind of go big on our matches. So we're playing 5 home matches before football has that first home game, and so people are hungry to see the Cougs, no matter what sport it is. And so you have this opportunity to have an RV tailgate event, for volleyball, for women's sport, is really cool. And I'm hoping that this can grow going into future years for us as well. So we'll get the team out there and get to hang out at the tailgate and say hi to some fans before they come in and support us on Saturday. But I think marketing as a whole has done a great job of making sure that they're getting students, with big push to get Greek life here, and just filling Bohler the best that we can, because we know that when that place fills up, it's a game changer.
Well, Coach said it. Come support your Cougs. Volleyball opens the season with Omaha on Friday at 6 p.m. and then takes on Montana Saturday at 5, and Sunday hosts CMU, Central Michigan University, at 11 a.m. Come out to Bohler, support your Cougs, watch a lot of great volleyball. Thanks, Coach.
Love it. Thank you. Go Cougs.